Hello, everyone. My little adorable Christmas rat bricks. How are we today? You better be good. I mean, we're just done with Christmas. You must be happy and fat and dignified, I'm sure. What do people eat for Christmas in other places of the world, I wonder? See, over here we eat some sort of meat, which I don't know what the meat is. I've never been able to determine what kind of meat it is. Whether it be cow or chicken or pig or lamb or whatever, honestly. We call it medister. I have no idea what it is. We also eat rib, which is, more easily identifiable. But beyond that, no idea. We even have places in Norway where you eat just rotten fish as well, but fortunately I don't live there, so that's good. Other places, we just take other forms of rib of animals, and we just dry it out, and we pick all of the meat off it, and then you just sat there, gnawing away at the bones, which have been salted vigorously, but otherwise basically just cooked. Because most Norwegian Christmas traditions came from the time when we were an incredibly poor country. What can I say? Alright, we are then. Rogue Trader. Let's put that window over there so I can see it. Just to make sure everything is moving as it should do. And it does. Yet some target becomes a bridge call worshipper. Thank you very much, sir. Voxmaster Vigdis says, Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's system is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel, except there is an issue you must be made aware of. There is an awful lot of issues on my boat, I feel like. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Dargonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the atlas. It's more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the atlas, one after the other, and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Well, that's good. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It is a shame they can't be dispersed with a flamer or a bolter. I don't know, have you tried? I mean, they're on a fairly significant scale, so you're going to need a sizable one, but I don't know if we can't burn away a warp storm. Now, we can be certain that the problems with astropathic communication in the current expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in our way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate key worlds of the Fonfalensis Protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Dargonus, and Kiavagama. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. Considering I just agreed to feed Footfall with the food from Janus as well, that does seem like a reasonable assumption. Yes, Voxmaster. What will be the consequences of losing contact me? Well, I mean, a cessation in taxes, first and foremost, and frankly, that's the only thing I care about. Well, onwards. I have no stupid questions for you, Voxmaster. That is all, Lord Captain. The vessel and the crew await your instructions and are ready to depart Footfall immediately, should you so desire. I do so desire. I do indeed so desire. This is not the button that makes the ship go forward. That might be another loading screen. Laxe Miskus, dear Art, Merry Christmas. A very warm greetings from a rather grey Latvia. Hope you will enjoy this game more than I did. Thank you very much, sir, and I'm sorry to hear you didn't enjoy it. Did it crash? I have heard that a lot of people are having a lot of performance-based issues and bugs, etc. And Mojo Silver, $20, thank you very much. Your only romance options are a witch, a mutant, cold, traitor, and Xenos. With the one true choice, Bolter B is denied the chance to worship your holy rod. Are Owlcat heretics, despite them making such a good game? They are. They absolutely are. They were probably handed a diversity checklist when they made this game, alongside the 40k license, and that's why they decided to make all of the ugly characters romanceable and the one attractive ones like, no, you can't have that one. See, our cat aren't woke. They are simply suffused in the waters of wokeism. Seriously, the reason why so many characters today are unattractive isn't necessarily even because the people themselves are making unattractive characters on purpose with an explicit ideological bent. It is simply because that's what's common now. In the same way that Lara Croft was a product of her age, the butt-ugly characters of today are a product of our age.
Fire is the answer.
One which I hope we will be able to dispose of quite swiftly. Lord Captain, we are once more within reach of the Fonfalensis Protectorate. Of utmost urgency is restoring communications with our planets and bestowing the wisdom of your decrees upon their stewards. Developing colonies, claiming new territories, and establishing trade links. All this is now your privilege and burden. Right, well, I'm going to go back over there, and I'm going to put one of those oil pumps down on it and see if I can't get some magical goop out of the planet's crust. Which is how mining works, as far as I'm concerned. Nope, apparently not. No resources. Well, come on, I'm pretty sure there are some resources on an enormous lost world like that. I mean, it might be dead, but there'll still be metal down there. You know, silicates, ores, carbon. I mean, it looks like a... from orbit, it looks like a fiery death world, which means it's probably got assloads of diamonds. Surely diamonds are still valuable, right? But no. No resources there, my lord. What about that lava down there? That seems to indicate, you know, rivers of molten metal. Yeah, metal has no value in the future, as it turns out. Really now. Yes. It's particularly retarded, considering the amount of forge worlds nearby, but anywho, what was I doing? Yes, charting new routes and all that. How did this system work again? That's a tremendously good question. What if I just want to go, like, over there? Oh. Oh, is that... Oh. To the Imperium. I probably don't want to go there just yet then, seeing as that's apparently a suicide. Over there we go. This is an uncharted system. Well, consider me ready to chart it then. I hope you're not going to force me to do another loading screen now to get into the, you know, looking at the system thing, because that would be unreasonable, frankly. Particularly considering how lengthy the goddamn cutscenes are. Starting to remind me of Starfield a little bit, honestly, and nobody wants to be reminded of Starfield. You are. Motherfucker. Nobody wants to be reminded of Starfield, okay? It finally hit mostly negative... Eat my ass. It finally hit mostly negative reviews. Mostly negative. Pirates, yes. Oh, God. Alright, starting to get a little bit of loading screen-itis. Starfield finally hit mostly negative reviews, and God Emperor be praised for that. Absolute awful piece of crap game that had no idea what it actually wanted to be, none whatso bloody ever. Instead, it was simply just the blandest possible paste imaginable.
Mighty machine spirit, lend us a modicum of thy power.
A modicum? A modicum? Elegant, €10. Here is some interesting song that you might like. Imperium Girls. Full song. A 40k song parody. Be aware there is Blood Raven in that video. I see. Well, we won't play it on stream, at least.
This one's going down.
Come here, remarkably well-armored pirate scum.
Fire right now!
I am personally rather impressed by the fact that apparently the pirates in the Traitorous expanse are equipped with, you know, Cobra-class destroyers and such on. Those are,
Lay in the course.
Usually quite, rare, at least in the hands of random-ass pirates, being mainline Imperial warships and all
Fire
that.
right now!
Right, well, I tickled that one, and the other one is too far away to do anything with, so... Macro cannons. That's... Actually, it might be.
The time has come.
Let's see. It is!
Another
Big boy.
salvo! Fire right now!
You silly piratical scum, you've elected to pick on a ship that is far larger than your own.
Leave the hull strewn across the stars!
You'd have thought that to be a bad idea, but no. A particularly short pirate career, this.
Onward!
And so commences the spiral of death, where the two ships will simply continue spinning around each other for an extended period of time. Fortunately, I picked the warship that had pretty much all of its weapons mounted to the fore, meaning that in the spin of doom, I am at a severe advantage. Particularly if my enemy is foolish enough to try and leave. Like I am both larger and faster than you. Plus, again, I'd like to remind you that all of my guns are pointing
Fire
forward.
the lance batteries!
I feel like my lance battery, which really should be my big boy killer, is less effective than just pummeling them with high explosives. You are trying to leave, aren't you?
Bleed
I
them.
don't believe I'll let you.
Another victory of two great dynasties, Lord Captain.
Two dynasties? I see. We're starting to claim other people's victories with awful rapidity, aren't we, Miss Navigator? I think you'll find that once we are inevitably married, you are going to be included into my dynasty, not the other way around. Imperium cartographers and chroniclers know this place well. Long ago, the planet was a prosperous outpost capable of eclipsing even footfall. There used to be a Cyclopean tomb station on its orbit, the final resting place of Cornelius Sotto, one of the discoverers of the Corona's expanse. The tomb gave its name to the entire system. However, about 400 years ago, an unknown cosmic body rammed into the station, causing it to collapse onto the planet. Not only did the catastrophe kill the settlers, it also made the world uninhabitable for centuries. The crater formed by the station's impact can still be observed from orbit. Sotto's tomb became a sepulchre for the entire planet. A sordid place has neither life nor loot. Terrible. Well, actually, it does. Apparently, it has a processing center for plasteel. I feel like plasteel, being so obviously an alloy, doesn't really deserve to be mined raw out of the ground, but diddly dog details, I do suppose. Then again, I guess you could make a relatively persuasive argument that you are mining the plasteel directly from the wrecked, tomb, I guess? Yeah, that makes a sort of kind of degree of sense, I suppose. I wish to inform you that the sacred rituals addressed to the spirit of the ships have been performed. The technical light and the rite of the machine blessing ended with the data meditation in order to comprehend the nature of the miracle sent down by the Omnissiah. Acquisition of sacred knowledge has not been recorded. How the spirit of the voidship was able to call upon the power of the machine god and activate the warp drive remains an unknown. Yet, during my meditative rituals, the Omnissiah gave me an equally valuable revelation. The sacred spirit that lives in the bowels of the ship Mechanicus differs from other analogous forms. The spirit holds a unique power that cannot be called anything less than a blessing of the machine. Thank you. The Omnissiah knows and comprehends all. I understand the meaning of the word blessing. what's this then? A Vulpine Phantom says, I watched one Arch VOD and picked the game up. 2 days later, I have 24 hours. I sparked a romance with Xenos. Can I have the Emperor's piece, please? I do not know if you have been made worthy of such a nice thing. Such a gentle, kind fate. Fornicating with Xenos entities is punishable with significantly worse things. As the Drusian faith decrees, it is cock and ball torture for you, sir, with an extra small spiked cage. Incidentally, the spikes are inward-facing, obviously, for reasons that will become immediately obvious upon insertion, but they can also be extended further into the cage, upon the fickle wishes of, in this case, a hamster. Let's attach it to the feeding bowl, for example. I had a thought about the idea of, spiked cock cages and Xenos, but it seems to have left my mind there briefly. I can't quite recall what connection I had between a hamster, a spiked dildo, and, well, cock cage, actually, and Xenos right now, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. A small human dwelling stands on this barren, deserted planet. Scouts report that an old hermit lives here, who spends his day in prayer to the Emperor. How precisely did he get here? And how is he alive on this volcano world? What does he eat? I don't think I want to know. Ask the old hermit for a blessing. I feel like he's just going to smear shit on my forehead, but very well. To the Lord Captain's surprise, the old hermit turned out to be a navigator, and when the old man discovered the noble states of his visitor, he willingly recounted his tale. He had retreated to this planet long ago, back when he was still in his youth, after he had realized that his mind would not withstand frequent forays into the immaterium, the realm of the arch-enemy. The hermit spoke with pride about how he had worshipped the Emperor each and every moment of his life, but when he mentioned the golden age of the Astronomicon, his voice quivered. When his guest left, he stared after them for a long time, his gaze filled with sadness. Well, that is, of course, really tragic and all that, but I suppose I'll take the fact that he didn't smear me with feces to just be kind of the, Oh, we're going on an adventure, are we? Okay. Time to engage with one's audience again. Right. J. Idira. And Heinrichs. There. Who are we getting to tag along in the final slot? J, Idira, or Heinrichs? And, that's called Alexei Miskuk becomes... Mischooks, I'm presuming. Apologies. Becomes a bridge god worshipper. Thank you very much, sir. And Oliver Nord, 10 Canadian dollars. Question. In episode 2, Navigator Lady was reading a book, but she is blind. Is she piercing the veil of the warp with her third eye, then piercing the veil again to look at the materium? Sounds dangerous. It is, but they do have a sort of blind sight. They don't see in quite the same way as humans do, but they are, most of them at least, capable of reading stuff. Others will actually be able to read by, like, just, what's the braille? Is that the word, braille? By just, dragging their fingers across the pages, as their increased sensors will actually allow them to feel the ink and stuff like that, without it even being like braille. So it's kind of like braille, but not actually braille. Others are capable of actually lifting the information directly from the pages. Like, they can intuit the intent of it. Like, so they can read the page rather than the words, if that makes sense. Again, theoretically, every form of psychic power is supposed to be individual and different in the 41st millennium. But most authors do that for a little bit and then realize, wow, it gets really hard to come up with different ways to do the same thing after a while, so I'm just going to rip off somebody else. More often than not. Oh, that's right. It's going to be a question of Pascal, really, isn't it? Because somebody already donated to seduce Jay, so I suppose she actually should be in there firmly, but Oh well, it looks like Heinrichs is winning anyway, so... yeah, by a pretty solid margin, so it'll be Heinrichs then. I'll try to remember it properly next time. I make no promises, however. My memory is that of a severely brain dysfunctioned and addled goldfish. Heretics get toasted. Gabriel Lartea donates 10 ron, whatever the hell that is. Say he did as a dirty heretic. Heretics get toasted. That's right, we are probably going to get across the choice to kill Idira fairly soon. So if somebody, and right now, as there is a 10 ron donation to kill her ass, she's not looking too good. Her fate is currently sealed. And to be fair, it is a good thing.
When the faithful are
She is an evil
Victory
woman.
awaits.
I should probably considering leveling up at some point. And grand strategist. What kind of new and fancy fuck toys have we... Oh! That's where I got the spiked cock cage from. Right, so... There was a rumor about Henry Cavill, not in relation to the spiked cock cage, mind you, that would be unfortunate and disappointing, but rather that he was apparently going to do a story about Girly Man and Yvrain, which, God help me, I hope they don't. I don't want them to do any modern-day 40k settings, if at all possible. I would more prefer it if they did old 40k, or an original story. You know, do Gaunt's Ghost, do Cypher's Kane, do Ultramarine something. Don't do current storyline 40k, God help me. Especially, and if the rumors about Amazon owning large parts of the final products are true, it would be an enormous mistake for GW to do so. Because if they hand over that to Amazon, well, they're actually giving over the future of their franchise to Amazon. Which sounds to me like a very poor idea. I don't know if I like any of these, actually. I mean, I guess I like that one the best, but I don't actually like any of these. Yeah, that one. What about you, Adelblad? Do you get anything cooler? Vanguard. Parry until the next turn. Wall of Rockreet. Unyielding Beacon. Temporary wounds, always good. Bank against damage. Deflection against range attack equals the number of stacks of Unyielding Beacon on the Vanguard. Provocation. Vanguard. Bulwark. I mean, yeah, chain weapons. He's been using nothing but chain weapons up until now, so it seems understandable for him to get a chain weapon specialization after all of this time, doesn't it? Arch Militant. Wildfire. Next was 0 AP. Will not count towards no tailor. Will catch sacrifice. Okay. I mean, that one, just shoot more. Shoot more seems to be pretty much the entire idea of her, so... Oh boy, lots of things. I don't actually like that one very much. Suffers, never get over a bonus. Every creature that is in it.
Guarantees citizenship.
Not perfect. I would prefer every enemy, obviously, but I'll take it. I really do need to re-level this chick from the ground up, don't I? I really kind of do.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Vanguard... I feel like you shouldn't really be a defensive fighter kind of woman person, but... Elderi... Or to have this feature. Ah, well, a cold trader, I suppose, yes. Grenadier. She's honestly going to require like a full rework, probably. I feel like he's more of a... I don't know, more of an assassin or more of an arch-militant? Hmm. Assassin. Elusive shadow poised. That's too many things. Time for this attack. Damage. Nah. That one. A free attack is a free attack. Right, nice and simple. Everybody likes free attacks. That's really all there is to it. Everyone loves free attacks. Right, whilst I was busy reading that, let's see. Mojo Silver 82 says, "Burn the witch, romance the navigator." Yep, burn the witch. Burn the witch indeed. I see no other option. Night Shroud. "I didn't mercy her, so I would like to see what happens when you give her the Emperor's benediction." Screw you, YouTube, for censoring what I would like to say. The Emperor's benediction. So I'm presuming that's a live I'm taking. Okay. Wonderful live. 412k. They ended up in Comrog in my game. Not good. Not good at all. I'd suggest you leave quickly. Miro becomes a member. Thank you very much. And Sven Hallgren. "You get a really nice scene where you can hug her at the end of the game." Oh, yucky. Very wholesome and heartwarming, so you definitely should just off her the second you get the chance. Very well. I do believe that offing her is the correct answer as well.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
She is a psyker, after all. Oh, I remember this place. Yes, this is the bad place.
Stand in my way.
I know this place. It is bad. You know, there really needs to be more, like, 40k horror, doesn't there? I mean, I would love to see...
I'm always ready.
My warp site reveals something.
What does your warp site reveal exactly? I would love to see the bunker, the game,
Follow
the bunker,
Must be my smuggler's instincts.
but in 40k. That would be absolutely adorable, I think.
The Emperor sets my path.
Very
The
carefully.
light of terror shines for
Good
us.
grill. Thank you. In fact, I'm on the last
Victory
book in the
awaits.
God's Ghost series right now. I am going to need to read Double Eagle as well before I'm really done. But I'm pretty close
I won't
to being done
tolerate
now.
weakness.
And there is a scene in there that I thought was quite nice horror-esque. It's based on a plot point that I'm not a fan of.
None shall
I'm not going
stand
to
in
spoil
my
it here
way.
in case you haven't read God's Ghost, which you absolutely should, by the way. But I thought that was very well done. In fact, if anything, I think it ended way too soon and in far too much of a, you know, demonstration of the problem
about
with
time.
horror in 40k, namely gunfire. Electrified oil. This is a house of darkness and corruption. You're right, Argenta.
Follow my lead.
I feel as having a tech user would have been, valuable right here. Alright, hold on. Addled lard.
Oh, this master-crafted patellar augment is not fit for a servitor.
You're the biggest unit of us all. So you're gonna pick your way carefully through all of the sparkly things, with the presumption that there is a convenient path to the other side. And indeed there is. Imagine that. Strange how that always is a path to get across, isn't it? Weird how there's never a 100% blocked route or something.
If such is the Emperor's will.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
What a shame.
I do like the sigh there as he sees the horrors created in front of him, and he just kind of goes like,
My house would be proud of
Victory
me.
awaits.
Yeah. That's a shame, but if that's the Emperor's will, I guess I'm gonna have to be in a horror game now. Alexei Mischuk's. I am on Summit Martin now, and my heart is breaking in the process.
I won't tolerate
Oh,
weakness.
it'll get so much worse. At least Sabbat Martyr has a kind of nice-ish ending in a sorta kind of way, if I remember correctly. Kinda, sorta, in a way. I will also say, was it, it's... Who was the... Help me. I forgot now. Let me remind myself. Dan Abnett. Yeah, I thought it was Dan Abnett. For a moment there, for some weird reason, my brain was like, Gaunt's Ghost was written by Graham McNeil. I'm like, no, that's not right. Oh, there we go. Well, they certainly fixed his ass. I feel like Dan Abnett has gotten way too soft in recent
Master
years.
Van Calyx, you and I need to find some time to talk business. In private. I believe you have information that will be extremely helpful to me, and extremely valuable.
Mistress Udari, you will find a private conversation with me to be extremely unhelpful to you and your business. Save your charm and money for another informant.
Yeah, I was about to say, Chick, you're, you better be damn confident
And it's done.
in your hearts if you're trying to seduce a agent of the Inquisition to become complicit in your cold trade in Xenos items. And frankly, having seen your character portrait, I do not believe you have the feminine wiles required to pull off a stunt of quite such magnitude. I feel like Dan Abner's gotten way too soft with killing off his characters. Perhaps he might have just killed them off too quickly, frankly, to begin with, and then he got way too gentile with it thereafter. No setting pressure valve is 5. Whatever the
Service
hell that
guarantees
means.
citizenship.
I wonder if there's a way to actually get past here without eating the, you know,
What is it, rogue trader?
shite.
We shall prevail.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
That is indeed quite the dream.
Onward!
Gender, you're gonna have to eat the wound. Try not to eat multiple. Alright, and those should be fresh injuries. Okay, you did manage to get 2 on you because you are a little retarded.
Blessed be the hand of the hero.
But let's just
Administration is a holy task.
slap on a couple of band-aids and we should be good.
Duty prevails.
Fantastic. Now, if you could also just, you
Let's
know...
proceed.
Seven.
Blessed be the road that we take.
Expected value 10. Okay. 5. 2, 9. Oh god. Oh no, it's a puzzle. I don't like puzzles. 7. Wait. How do I get 5, 7? How do I get 10 from 5, 7, and 2?
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Oh, because there are other ones over there. Okay.
What
Right.
advice do you seek?
1.
Does something
Okay.
trouble you, Lord
When
One,
the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
and 7.
The light
There.
of terror shines for us.
And
Sins-
then
I
I press
say a
the
little
button
bit of humility never hurts
and...
anyone.
Puzzle
I help
solved.
others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
I am intelligent, as has been demonstrated yet again. My ability to solve a
There. Do you require
exceedingly
an
simple
audience?
addition and subtraction quarrel. Problem. Question.
What a shame.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have sent her to do
sets
that.
my path. The Emperor favors me today.
What was that about? I feel like I had a topic at mind, but then I
None
was
shall
distracted
stand in
by,
my way.
you know, first grade mathematics. Which may sound ridiculous, but it is absolutely something
I
Arch is
have
more
lost.
than capable of doing.
A job for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have lost.
Yeah, I gathered something was wrong already from the fact that the generator has, you know, spears growing out of it. That's not standard Mechanicus form right there.
I'll lay claim to the
You know,
stars.
that and all the purple in the air. The purple in the air also is an indication of an unfortunate natural event. Did I succeed in the thing? I'm
Victory
presuming so.
awaits.
Let's see. Not band account says you and Arch Warhammer would get along famously. We do. Yes, we are. We're quite
Follow
fond of one
my
each other.
lead.
Sven Hallgren, I love the Corpsen to warp ice effect. It is quite neat, isn't it not? Ah, right. Well, there's a lot more of them now, and they have suddenly become redder.
I'm restless.
That probably being an
must
indication that they are no longer my friends.
Sins hidden in the heart. Turn.
You are in the presence of
Shireen, looking for a hidden
I'm
cache?
watching your back. Always.
The Emperor sets my path.
I wonder what kind of racial slang Shireen is.
Faith without deeds
Kablonk,
is
kablonk, kablonk,
worthless.
kablonk, kablonk.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
Less than I was perhaps hoping for, but it's something. Hendrix. You can go over there and help out. Jay, you can come down here. Is that in range for... It is! Lovely. That's a frightening quantity of hit points you've got there, sir. Never mind. MW Ball says, being a weak-minded heretic and psyche might be forgivable, but if she was hot, but she's most certainly is not. Grant the Emperor's mercy to the ugly witch. It does seem like Idira is in some pretty deep shit here, I must admit. Fate looks rather sealed at the moment. Well, the Mad Logis is probably the most dangerous foe around.
Nothing I can't do.
Get Adelblad ready to go.
Suits my purposes.
And take a little shot. 16. Not too terrible, not too terrible. Oh, right, this one. Right, rail line. And that's all I can be bothered with. Henrix!
I need a foothold.
You can't... No. Just buff
For
yourself
the
then.
throne's glory.
Actually, what's the... The warp is actually fine. Unusually enough. Huh. Oh.
Let's see to it.
I'm expecting to tear another demon out of my asshole there, but nope, that's actually good.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Go on, Adelblad. Surround yourself with enemies
Grey hair, sure hair.
just the way you would want it. The more enemies around you, the more powerful you become. Argenta. Another just boom, boom,
Heresy
boom.
is the question. Fire is the answer.
Might as well rapid fire it.
I'll do it.
I miss the old bolter. I think I might actually return to the old bolter. Because the old bolter didn't have as much damage, but... Well, the thing is, it didn't have as much damage, sure, but it fired one more bolt. And in a situation where you're firing, you know, twice your rate of fire, that isn't actually one more bolt, that's actually 2 more bolts. And 2 more bolts is, well, kind of a big deal, actually.
Doubt is for the weak.
Especially when your entire purpose in the video game is to fire as fast as humanly possible. Alex Adamson, 6 damage. Wow, really? That must be a big gun you've got over there. Jesus! That Mechanicus weaponry is apparently hitting like a truck and a half, as that blew through not just my cover, but half of Argenta's health bar in one smack. Good God. So, you're a dual pistol wielder. Huh. I have no idea how that's gonna work, but...
How about no?
Really, you can't buff your own aim, can you? That seems... foolish.
Don't get too cocky. Am I getting paid for this?
Okay, nice. I like the ability to fire both weapons. That's pretty cute. You know, making her more into like an offensive officer style. I don't mind that. It's got a certain dashing appeal to it that I quite enjoy. Returning to the point, Alex Adamson. I finally figured out the call Traitorous accent. She's supposed to be Spanish, or some other variant of Latina, just voiced by an Irish woman. Oh, that's an interesting. That is indeed an interesting mix. What is she supposed to be? Spanish, but Irish. Why not? Why not indeed? 19%. That's what we call negligible odds right there. Can I? I can't. Damn it. These damned things do suck up a tremendous quantity of munitions, don't they?
Forge ahead!
Let me actually move forward so I can support Adelblad with a bit more...
Not a problem.
I'm pretty sure I can pierce... No, I couldn't actually, damn it. Alright, Hendrix.
The Emperor is on our side.
Advance, my boy, advance. Death Whisper. It's fighting fast for donor. Well, yep,
I
that
won't
one.
object to it.
It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, sure, but... it does place another dot effect on him, and I do like dot effects. Probably should have cast that first, but sometimes we do dumb things. And Gabriel not here. When the time comes, let Argenta do the right thing for Idira. Let Argenta decide. Huh. I'm presuming that means shoot her ass. I'm just noting it down as such just in case.
Indeed.
Alright, well, I'm honestly not worried about these guys at all, because, well, they're fighting Adelblad, which means they're already dead. Can I? No, I can't. I can't lob a grenade quite so far, tragically. No. I'm not going to do Daring Breach there, because, honestly, I don't mind if he's fighting them. He can keep fighting them for as long as he damn well want to, as far as I'm concerned. And really, nothing's gonna change.
This is unacceptable.
If I go up there and I burst fire down there, will I murder Henrix? I can't fire the bolter from melee anymore, can I? I feel like I've somewhat cock-blocked myself by doing this. Well, I can at least
I'll do
set
it.
fire to both of them.
You, my emperor.
Nice. That was actually pretty good damage. Furious Recital. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because Furious Recital actually doesn't do anything in this particular set of circumstances. So, John, did I miss your chance? I did. Thank you very much for pointing it out, sir. My favorite, funniest moment in the Gaunt's Ghost series is when the Blood Pact declines Gaunt's offer of surrender by strapping the captured Chaos Heretic to the barrel of a tank and firing it. Kill Hidira. Kill Hidira, indeed. Yes, I did like that. That was in, was that in Sabbat Martyr? I think it was. Yes, because one of the new Verghastite influx became the Sabbat Martyr, didn't he? Finest hour.
I am a navigator,
Right,
not a
Jay, you're gonna need to kill that thing. Can I? Will that hit my friends? I mean, I feel like it shouldn't, but I feel like the video game might not care, so let's... Okay, no, well that didn't, at least. I feel like the video game may not care. No, Henrix. I'll give you some temporary wounds. Let's see. Struggling to find a good way to break the stalemate at the moment.
My soul shall become
Jesus!
fire.
I've suffered worse.
Right, whatever that guy has deals a truly ridiculous quantity of damage.
Martyrdom is an honor.
Injury is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
Right, the Logis there really does need to die at some point. Oh, right, I need to kill those things. I completely forgot about that, because otherwise they will just keep kind of healing, won't they? Right, I should have sent 2 people up there, but it's a bit late to worry about that now.
Don't get too cocky.
Well, that achieved next to nothing. I might need to restart this encounter because I completely forgot about the damned loudspeakers.
Throne take you.
Alright, 62 damage. Really? I'm tempted to go back where I started now. Alright, that will at least give me accuracy.
Nothing I can't do.
That was intended to hit the loudspeaker, not that, but
All
okay.
too easy.
For the throne's glory, the Inquisition sends their regards.
I mean, this fucker's... He's eating a tremendous amount of dot damage, but that's not actually going to necessarily matter at all. I can put him on the front line, that'll help him out. Should have put Finest out on Adelblad whilst I was at it.
Let's see to it.
Poor little Adelblad.
At your beck and call. Grey hair, sure hair.
You know, if I could get him the ability to regenerate hit points as well, that would be quite lovely.
Victory is imminent.
2 damage. Hey, 2 damage is 2 damage. Really do need to kill those things. Right, so you've boosted yourself.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay, that one's almost down. His grand glorious archiness can finish it off.
Nothing of value has been lost.
I don't know why it made a squishing sound when I shot it. It doesn't look like the kind of thing that would normally squish when shot, but it was apparently.
Nothing I can't do.
And I really do need to relocate. Please don't shoot me. Thank you. 33 goddamn damage.
Ugh. Pain and duty go hand in hand. Not my worst day. Yet.
I won't die here.
I'm bowed, aren't I? Yep, I forgot about the damn things. I don't really want to restart either, but do I have... I don't think I have any hope in hell of chewing my way through. Yeah, they're healing so... Yeah, no, I'm screwed. Yep, nope, forgot about the damn things. That was a good old-fashioned trap encounter. If you don't react to it, you're basically dead. Because you've got 2 guys dealing out 30, 40 damage a turn, and infinitely healing massively tough tanks. Oh, well, at least it's a trap encounter that's obvious, rather than certain other trap encounters
Damn it. I mean, just bad luck.
in ArchCast games. Playful Darkness, for example. See, I don't mean stuff like that, because it's obvious what they're doing. It could make it a little bit more obvious, like making the loudspeakers actually like go like blah or something, but still, it's a fair enough trap. I think I made it through in my first attempt the first time too, so it's not a bad trap at all. In fact, it's a pretty good one.
Remember, innocence proves nothing.
But I did not remember that.
Your seneschal is always
My deployment, largely, I'm actually quite happy with.
I'm restless.
I guide humanity between the stars.
Some choose wealth, others prefer power.
Join
Jay and
me in
Adelblad down
prayer.
there will work out reasonably well.
I've seen a lot of innocent people. I have yet to see someone remain so after.
The Emperor
And
sets
Henrikson
my path.
Argenta up there. Though that thing needs to die a hell of a lot quicker. Ah, you can't actually target them before the fight starts. How very unfortunate.
Do you require inquisitorial approval?
How about it tragic indeed?
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Sins hidden.
Does something trouble you, Lord Captain?
I'm always ready.
There, that's slightly better. Okay, I
Suits
can.
my purposes.
So I will. Phew.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Unfortunately, weapons seem to lose out a lot of their killing potential once in the hand of a rogue trader. As that's the same gun that did like 50 damage previously. Oh well. Actually, who's first on the... Yes, Hendrix is first, so this is actually fine and proper and good and honest. Let's actually hide you a little bit behind there, but that's good. Argenta. 38% accuracy, eh? Not great. Should have done the charge up the automatic weapons fire there too, actually. Right, rear. Is there any way I can... Is there any way to, I wonder, you know, turn this area? Because it would be nice to get both of us in it, but because it's... That's weird. It does actually turn, but only on very specific portions of the map. Weirdly enough. No, looks to be the...
Already
Alright,
done.
well, buff her then. Front line is going to be over there. I'm going to move
Never
forward.
wavered in the face of adversity.
I can put that down just yet, actually. And buff and buff.
All too easy.
Man, Mountain Adelblood. Was that what I was doing all that? Okay, 95. Can I see that? I cannot. Right, get to work on this one
I
then.
can't. You didn't stand a chance.
Nice. Crit. Don't mind if I do.
I won't object to it. I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Right, choose that as a target, and
Let's see to it.
just start stacking up a few debuffs. Let's not fire full auto in that direction, no.
I won't object to it.
Well, you somehow managed to miss the unmoving loudspeaker. Congratulations, sir. That is an achievement. One that will go down in the annals of the Inquisition's history as one of the larger fuck-ups.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm afraid not. That is foolishness.
What? Did I take a turn without realizing? I guess I must have.
I am a navigator,
Alright.
not a servitor.
78% chance. Oof.
Faith without
Let's charge
deeds
up
is
the
worthless.
rapid fire then and plonk off around at whatever
As the
you can
Emperor
see.
commands, I act.
I do need to go through my loot again soon
Me?
and
If
pick
you
out
insist,
the
Lord
weapons because
Captain.
I'm pretty sure I've gotten at least a better chainsword, and I think I've gotten a plasma gun too. I really do want a heavy bolter though. Maybe there's a heavy bolter here somewhere. That's a sniper rifle, and I think he's got a plasma gun. Ow. Thank you for shooting your little dude in the back of the head there. Much appreciated. I'm not really going to be able to get to that mad Logis, am I? Not without killing the servitor first.
The enemies
Alright,
of the
well,
Emperor will
in
be undone.
that
I'll do
case,
it. Eradicate it.
blow that shit up.
As the Emperor
Can that be done
commands,
after
I
the
act.
fact? Yes, it can. Okay. Can I see anything to shoot more correctly and more pressingly? No. Unfortunate. Alright, well, slightly wasted, but... Alright, Jay, you've got yourself
I can
a
do that.
very
Jai Haydari.
good line of
Remember
fire. I'm tempted to have her act again right now, just because this is such an exceptionally nice fire lane. But no,
They'll
instead,
write legends about me.
I think it's Adelblad's turn to get in there and start setting himself up to tank the shit out of them.
An exemplary strike. I will do my duty.
And Bulwark as well.
Indeed. Victory is imminent.
Well, come now, little servitors. Focus your attentions on old Adelblad.
Target well struck. It
He
will
will
be done.
show you the mercy that you have so been longing for. It wouldn't kill you, Wildcat, to just have a little bit of a parry animation there, would it? No, I don't think so. Right, Mad Logai. Can I see you from anywhere I can actually reach?
Heresy is the question.
No.
Fire is the answer.
No is the near unequivocal answer to that. God damn it. Right, well, make that the front
Not a
line.
problem for me.
And... aha! I can actually see him from there. I'm not entirely sure how, but I'll
Suits
take
my
it.
purposes.
Yes, reposition yourself so you can shoot through the thickest pillar
Nothing
possible.
I can't do.
A fine and wise tactical decision there, sir. Very, very good.
Nothing stands against me.
Except for that servitor, which is going to take you about 20 turns to carve through. I really do need to remember to put that on the fucking first vignette. Did I buff myself? I did. Does anyone else need buffs? No. Can I just keep doing that?
Glory.
R. Grey Donis on Streamlabs. Hello, Arch. Hopefully you are slashing and ripping enemies swiftly. By the way, Hi-Fi Rush Stream Fund. Hi-Fi Rush Stream Fund. God, we're doing that now, too. Heavens help me. Right, Mad Logai. I guess that counts as an attack. Well, I mean, it kind of does, I guess. Just
All too easy.
stand there and never fire your weapon, please.
Scorn the pain.
Your buffs are insufficient, as is your plasma fire. 56.
Emperor, protect the fallen.
Okay. I think I've already got rapid fire on, so
Douse
just...
for the weak.
Jesus. Well, that wasn't enough. Nor do I have the ability to do that again. Let's see.
Faith
Well.
without deeds is worthless.
Reload it for next time. 56 goddamn damage. 50 fucking 6 damage. Good job. You hit absolutely nothing.
You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
She produces an awful lot of noise when she shoots, and I like that.
Am I getting
I
paid for this?
appreciate a woman who's capable of making a lot of noise when she fires, but at the same time, it would be... Out of blood?
I
You
took
okay?
care of this one.
It would be better if she could occasionally hit something, too. You know, just sometimes. On the odd occasion.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call.
Miss. Okay, I really need you to die. Preferably, you know, yesterday, honestly.
Not a problem for me.
I can't see Argenta from here, which is very unfortunate.
Suits my purposes.
I can see Cassia, which will hopefully be enough. Come on, blow his brain out. This is starting to become a little bit of an issue.
Just a minor setback.
Alright, finish him, please. Thank you very much.
Do not dare ask me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Basically, the two snipers are just passing...
Absolutely not.
Really? Oh, 4 AP. Jesus, that feels like a... That feels like a bit
Already
much.
done.
The two snipers are just passing their turns back and forth to one another. I hope you've got a melee weapon, Jay.
That is not the Emperor's will.
But why? It's a flamethrower. I feel like it should be usable in melee because, you know, it throws flames.
God Emperor, move through me. Be
Which
the
I've heard is a
fire in
pretty
my
effective
heart.
ranged weapon in melee.
Each strike is a prayer.
See? See, if I could have done that earlier, I wouldn't have needed to take 18 damage to the face. You do have a melee weapon, and it's a pretty big one. I hope it's effective.
Tell me. and it is
Defensive stance, that sounds useful.
done. I can do that with the right incentive.
20 damage, not bad.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
Slowly but surely, Alright, need to get you moving. Need to get you reloaded. And why, yes,
My
I'm
ears
aware
are
that
ringing.
places me in completely open cover without anything
Be
to
careful not to
defend
cross
my
my
soft,
gaze.
subtle body whatsoever, but don't worry,
If
that
I
too
may.
is part of my strategic planning, yes. Ow.
I've suffered worse.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Without that one crazy Magos that was hitting me for my entire health bar every turn, this encounter
You've got
has
a
actually
problem.
gotten
I've got a price.
a
Don't
lot
get too cocky.
more doable.
Am I getting paid for this?
Am I getting paid for this? Sweet baby Jesus, the pronunciation is
Indeed.
something. Right,
I will
and
do my
slash it.
duty. One fewer target.
Nothing I can't do. Nothing of value
Right.
has been lost. Not a problem for me.
With the meat shields out of the
Tell me
way,
and
the
it-
soft, squishy Magoses in the back are open for insemination. Holy inclusion within the machine spirit. In the form of, in this case, fertilizer.
Emperor, Give me strength. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And that's a
You've
good
got
thing.
a problem?
Because if my servitors were able to burst people's brains open, I would have to disassemble even more of them.
I'll live another day.
Just a minor setback.
Okay, to be fair, you know what? That was a pretty neat little stratagem.
Rejoice in battle.
Flush my ass out of cover with hand grenades, and then shoot me with a sniper rifle. I appreciate a little bit of tactical acumen on behalf of my enemies.
I can do that with the right incentive. Whoa! I want a medal for that one.
So, does the toxic burst actually deliver any, you know, toxins, or,
A tactically sound approach. At your beck and call.
is that just a funny part of the name that they decided to add in because it sounded good?
It will be done.
Let's say, Mischucks, just make your fight a little less serious. Who is your favorite Primarch, and why? I gotta go with the basic bitch answer and say Sanguinius on that one. Sanguinius was always the best Primarch. Sanguinius should have been War Master. And if Sanguinius had been War Master, we wouldn't have needed to bother with all of the tedious nonsense that happened thereafter. If he'd been allowed to be the big boss man, then everyone would have just been happy and content. Instead, Big E decided that Horus was a great idea. The most ambitious, and thus in turn, unsurprisingly so, the jealous one. Yes. See, this is one of the problems with the narrative that has surrounded the God Emperor, right? Because Black Library, or, you know, Adam Dembski-Bowden, perhaps more specifically, elected to try and write the Emperor as the bad guy. I would actually love to know who decided that that was the path they were going to go down. Because it wasn't even just Aaron Dembski-Bowden. There were several other authors as well that wrote the Emperor in a far more, well, best case scenario, morally grey way, shall we say, which, okay, that's fair enough. You can absolutely question many of his decisions, and if you place them in the moral context of the 21st century, rather than the 41st millennium, which you shouldn't do, but way too many people do regardless, then yeah, there are absolutely some morally questionable decisions made by Big E.
Follow my lead.
The issue is that the authors who were tasked with doing this didn't understand the nature of the morality that they were talking about. Which is, to be fair, a common problem. Way too many people think they understand philosophy and really goddamn don't. And, hey, that's not even necessarily a, like, criticism or anything. Understanding philosophy is actually difficult and requires you to read a tremendous amount of extraordinarily boring shit. But it ended up with a setting where you have the Emperor both not caring for anyone, including his own children, and yet also caring so much for his children that he actually endangers the entire Imperium by the actions he makes. Like, in any reasonable scenario, Angron should simply have been executed immediately. He was a failure, and an obvious failure at that. He was the only Primarch to fail to seize control over his home world. He was on the verge of defeat when the Emperor arrived. Furthermore, he was also very obviously incredibly mentally unstable in every way. He was never going to make a good war leader. And even if the Emperor was, you know, you can maybe say that, oh, you know, he wanted to try him out, give him command over the Legion real quick and see what happened, right? But he immediately failed that as well, as he executed the majority of his Legion's own fucking command structure. Like, At that point,
We shall prevail.
the Emperor should have simply just exterminated his
Fear to look
ass.
at me because of my appearance.
Ready as always. I love to lead.
What ails you?
Get the meat shields up front.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
The Emperor sets my path.
When you end up in a situation where the Emperor is both
always
caring
ready.
and uncaring, you shoot yourself in the foot constantly. Especially also when you're also then trying to make him
I'm
into a
watching your
tyrant
back.
as
Look
well.
no
Like,
further.
okay, that was one of the
Take a knee and
dumbest
bow
parts too.
before me.
The idea of the
Heresy is the
Emperor
question.
as a
Fire is the
tyrant.
answer.
I always hated that one because he didn't do a whole lot of bloody fucking tyranny, which is a pretty damn important part of being a tyrant. So, in the case of the God Emperor as a tyrant, his immediate goal is to try and give power back to the populace via the Senatorum Imperialis. This is later then ruined. Now, that's one of the reasons why he gives command over to Horus as well, because he figured that Horus was the correct mix of administrator as well as warrior. Now, of course, it turned out that he was wrong on both accounts there, and Horus's administrative skills were of a less worthwhile nature, but still. Because if he just wanted a fighter, or even just a diplomat, he'd probably be better off with Sanguinius. But Sanguinius, of course, would have been an enormous diplomatic risk because of, oh, you know, the whole bloodline thing and the whole vampire crazy stuff. Right. Need to kill the damn things on the walls. I'm hoping Arch can see it. He can.
Nothing I can't do.
I'm hoping Arch will crit it. Arch will not, but he made an effort. Right.
Suits my purposes.
An aim buff Argenta.
Not a problem for
Temporary
me.
hit points. Oh, another turn already. How
Suits my
kind. Yep,
purposes.
let's kill that.
You didn't stand a
Cool.
chance.
Right. I wish I could turn this damn thing. I'll just make this the rear line for now. Right, I've buffed Argenta. I'll buff Jay.
Nothing I
Cover
can't
efficiency and dodge, right? That. And Argenta gets a turn. Let's see. 0% chance. Well, nothing is ever truly 0. See, I hit it. I knew it wasn't 0. And that was at least 3 targets, so that's a lovely little thing. Buffs everybody up. Nice, nice, nice. The Hallucinator. I'm just imagining Abaddon trying to punch Adelblad and shattering his arm as he makes contact, and Adelblad saying, "So, are you the armless or the harmless?" I think both. Yes. Adelblad, Adelblad. Oh, there's another one. Shit. Christ, Crammy Cricket. Shit. Do they have a soul? They do. They do. Apparently, I can affect the loudspeakers by looking at them. Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna complain too loudly. I'm just gonna, you know, do it. I'm just gonna accept it as it is. And we're gonna do Firearms Mastery too. Fuck it. What?
Service guarantees citizenship.
Right, okay, and... Shit.
I'll do it.
Oh, come now, Argenta. One more. Well, that was a particularly pointless usage of a heroic action, as Argenta simply donks 4 bolts in the wall and presumably curses herself. Yep. 74.
As
Alright.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Kill it,
I'll do
please. Well, shit on a brisket.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Right, Adelblad. I'm half tempted to send you over there now, but...
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your
You know what? Yes.
Target well.
Okay, not terrible. Buff yourself against range damage.
I have lost.
Oh boy, I need to kill the Vox skulls as well. Oh, that thing's still alive. I thought I'd killed that. Apparently I had not. Right, J. Can pistols be fired in melee? I mean, they're pistols. I feel like they should be able to be fired in melee, but...
Living on the edge. Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is done.
Once again, lady, wonderful shooting.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Alright, and Henrix. It's probably not a good idea to buff you right now, so just get on the Mad Magus.
I won't object. Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
We're not going to be reaching into the void today. Oh god, there's another one down there. There's a damn lot of them, isn't there? Right, well, the sniper's primary duty is going to have to be to try and pick those off. Adelblad's just going to have to soak the damage. 3 little hits, I don't mind. Interesting deployment of fragmentation grenade tactics. Argenta is yet again somewhat exposed, which is non-ideal. Then again, considering the somewhat confined quarters I have to deal with... Okay. That thing's been buffed to high. How the hell do I have a 38% chance of shooting that thing? I feel as if that seems remarkably unreasonable, considering I'm using a fucking sniper rifle. The digi weapon got a better chance? No. I mean, why would it? It'd be retarded if it did. Okay. Argenta, temporary hit points to help her dodge away. Buff her aim. Make that the front line. And pot shot that infernal thing.
Nothing I can't do.
Okay, good hit. Right, Cassia. Close. Is anybody in a position to kill it?
I have lost.
Maybe Arch. Come on. You did it once, surely you can pull it off again? You can. There is nothing that Von Valencius cannot do. Henrix. If the enemy can use temporary hit points, then by God, so can I.
If I may.
Sandum, following that question, who is your favorite space marine from the traitor legions that remained loyal to the Imperium, who survived the Horus Heresy? I don't know who survived the Horus Heresy at this point. It's kind of gotten...
Heresy's the enemies of the Empire is the answer.
Nice. But my favorite one would have to be Loken. Like, Loken's just a badass. I like Loken. Loken's a cool Chad. Stack first time. Okay, I
As
can't
the
use
Emperor
that and
commands,
burst
I
fire,
act.
so...
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen.
Nice, nice, that's some damage. And revel in slaughter. I don't know if Loken actually survived. He did, didn't he? I mean... No, he probably did. He probably did. Do I shoot that, or do I...
Indeed.
Honestly, fighting this is not really gonna be much of a point, so I'm instead just gonna hit that. And content myself with keeping these two busy for the immediate future. Ebenezer 1690, Merry Holiday, Interregnum, Archwarhammer. Pray tell us the best sanguineous book, please. Keep up your wonderful work. A New England Yankee.
I definitely need a drink.
God
or a
damn it.
medikit.
Well, unfortunately, the sheer amount of bonus damage that is produced by these debuffs means that that's gonna not be too easy. Argenta... parried, of course.
You've got a problem.
Why
I've
not?
got a prize.
Oh boy. I need to kill the loudspeakers, but I feel like I just don't have the DPS right now. Okay, well, at least that let me tag the Magos, which is something.
Naturally.
The Inquisition sends their regards.
I won't object.
Bloody throne! Who did that?
Don't worry about it, Jay. It's okay. Any damage I do on... Yep. She was dead. After she was chunked for 30 hit points, there wasn't really much left of her. Any damage I do before I kill those damned things is basically a waste, so that is the entire focus.
Cleanses
18 damage. Nor do I really have the ability to heal any of it either.
Suits my purposes.
I feel like this is all going to come down to basically Adelblard and maybe the snipers. Really? You have that much hit points still? God damn it.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
God damn.
If only that were possible.
Anyone receive additional hit points?
You
No.
insist, Lord Captain.
Well,
Isn't this
keep
a
hitting
job
it.
for the serfs?
It'll be dead in another turn or so,
I may.
or I can snipe it out, which seems like the... Actually, I can't snipe it out because I don't have the gosh darn ammunition for that.
Already done. Not my specialty. Not a problem for me.
That does... No, it does nothing, actually. I thought that might give her extra hit points. It does not.
That is foolishness. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Pain and
Adelblard
duty
can
go
tank
hand in
for
hand.
quite a while longer. And that just healed itself again. Argenta's tagged and can't really get away without dying. This is an awful, 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 awful scenario, as I just cannot kill those damn things quickly enough. What can I do? What can I do, actually? I'm really annoyed by this thing, because I'm 98% sure I killed it with 2 bursts of automatic fire, but apparently the video game quite clearly disagrees.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Argenta will be dead next round. Let's try and at least do some more damage before then. I barely even got through the additional
Faith without deeds is
free hit
worthless.
points, so that was not really worth it. Adelblard, again, there's nothing really he can do. He's just kind of stuck over here. The fact that he's keeping 3 enemies busy is about all I can hope from him.
At your beck and call. An exemplary strike.
Exemplary strike, perhaps.
Indeed.
Really? Reloads cause attacks of opportunity, do they?
I will do my duty.
Good to know.
Brace yourself.
The enemy is doing more damage to the enemy than I am. In quite classic fashion, as the enemy simply do a lot more damage than I do. 2 people down. 2 loudspeaker. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, not a chance. Okay. What to do differently? I'll need to look through my inventory. I hope I've got some more damaging weapons, because I simply do not have the DPS to kill those things. Master Huntsman 97. I think the title War Master should have been divided to certain Primarchs so that they would manage the Imperium and the Crusade more effectively.
Doubt is for the weak.
Make some kind of like the Roman solution where they change it day by day, I guess. That'd be interesting. It probably wouldn't work out very well. Next military. That's kind of good. I'm hating the combat tactic thing so far, honestly. It's not very good. It requires too much fiddling. 2 perception and agility. Perception and agility. Remedy dodge chance and attacks. Personal zone, I guess. It's as good as any. It probably wouldn't have worked though, like the Roman double dictator thingies. I don't remember the official title. I want to rewound the gain 5,000 parry and armor. That's fantastic. Definitely pick that up. Simply just due to the distances. They wouldn't be able to communicate very effectively, if even at all, actually. They have dodge, dependable, stack versatile, critical versatility. A bonus to weapon skill, eh? A weapon skill bonus to ballistic skill. That's not bad. I'm thinking I might have to give her a melee weapon at this point, since they've made it so that you can't actually fire even flamers in melee, which is a little bit annoying. Tactical advantage, whatever the hell that is. Vanguard. Resilient beacon? Criticals. Less damage, but with only 30 toughness. Enduring shield. And as for an assassin, what have you got? Gain bonus damage from critical hits, basically. From everyone's critical hits. That's quite nice. Right. Did I pick up anything with more damage to it? See, the Rebel Sniper Rifle theoretically has quite a lot of damage, but it very rarely seems to hit its potential, shall we say. Yeah, not really anything better there. What about you? I do think I picked up a better... Yes, Anvert Chainsword, 12 to 16. That's a much better chainsword. Maybe serrated greatsword. Power maul. I mean, the greatsword's quite nice, isn't it? 13 to 20, but it has less armor penetration, so I feel like perhaps its damage isn't going to be quite as impressive as it seems. And I already have a... Oh, that actually better than that one too. Nice. And I've already got, like, a bonus to my chainsword, so eh. Retriborn, auto pistol, pistol burst. Rate of fire 6, 4 to 6 damage, armor penetration 10. Yep, they're basically the same weapon. I should get it in as a secondary, though, because it does have a wider area of effect on its damage, which is valuable. Armor, I doubt I've got anything better there. I do have grenades. I need to use the grenades more often as well. 10 weapon skill and 5 strength. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Range weapon, using ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, definitely put that on her. Saturated cape. Grenadier's cloak. To damage from the wearer's grenades. First melee attack can't be parried or dodged. Damage from the wearer grenade. Nah, nothing too special there. Protection for... Enforcer helmet. Taunting scream. I don't think I have a taunting scream. Psyker's footwear. Well, you're not a psyker. Pair holster. One pistol costs 0 AP. Okay, well that's obviously for you then. Interrogator goggles. Gloves of endurance. 10 plus a bonus to awareness. A 2 toughness bonus to Medicae. That's a weird item. 10 financial and 5 commerce. I mean, I'll definitely take that. That's a weird item. Toughness bonus to Medicae. I mean, it's obviously for Adelblood, I guess. I just don't quite see the the point in it. Oh well, I'm sure the use will reveal itself. Argenta, 9 to 14, rate of fire 3. Combat shotgun, 6 to 10. It's got... I'm really torn between these two weapons, because that additional rate of fire is really nice. But that is sacrificing 4 damage per hit, which is not very nice. I wonder if I should give her the Thunder Hammer. That does look a bit weird. But we'll try the Thunder Hammer, why not? I wonder, can you have... Incidentally, can... Oh. Okay, well, I gotta try that out. The Seraphim build, I've gotta attempt that. I have to attempt that. Right, your armor. I mean, your armor's 25. It's actually not that bad. That will actually be slightly better. Gabriel here. Defensive stance only does something when a melee weapon is actively equipped. J, press X to swap the weapon set. Thank you for the tip. And Alexei Miskus. The biggest problem of this game is that the game system itself. The setting is great, obviously, the story is great, but the game system is awful. Well, it's a very old school, like, turn-based combat system with a lot of
Heresy's
buffing.
The question. Fire is
Lore
the answer.
Imperium. Yeah, I've got 103 in that, so I don't I don't need to worry too much about that one. Movement points by 3. I think that's more of a U item. For new Joe, command close, archetype. This one's can be dodged. 20 dodge, that's not terrible. %15% crit chance, 50% wounds. Nah, I'll keep the goggles. I mean, she doesn't have a cloak, so I guess I might as well give her that one. 10 coercion. My coercion is really high. But increasing range of abilities is obviously pretty valuable as well. 10% bonus to awareness. I think she might be one of my more aware characters, so re-equip that. Onslaught. Instant use movement point per 6 grant charges or 2 times the slash ability, yet reduce weapon skill percent by 15 until the start of the user's next turn. Tempting. I should play with that a little bit more. Use resolve. All cards for 10. The hermit does not stack. Meh. Meh.
Absolutely not. I don't have time for this.
But why not? It's designed to spread the might and glory of its owner. I don't see why I wouldn't want that. A fire grenade. Right, Cassia von Habsburg. What have you got? Bloodhound Staff. 10 willpower, 5 perception. It's not really that interesting, is it? I would love that because it gives abilities, but I actually can't use it, so never mind. Oh wait, is that greatsword greater than the other sword? No, it's the exact same, so never mind. We'll keep you up with the sniper rifle then. The marksman rifle is better, yes. Slot that in. Armor, non-existent, and that's probably, well, 20, no drawbacks, why not? Did I shot to them is flash by 1 exploit. Sure, that's not bad. To Lord Xenos. That sounds like a you thing. Provocateur helmet. Not that you actually can see it on the model, but alright, that's her. J. I'm presuming you can't use plasma pistols, can you? No, you can't. Do you have perhaps some better armor I could put on you, maybe? I'm thinking the dodge penalty is probably a good idea for you. Agility is more than 40. Well, it is precisely 40, so close enough for government work, I'm hoping. The way to attack decrease the target's drop by 5, does not stack. What have you got? A mimic fiber blend scholar stands with 1 clock transfer 10% to dodge. Okay, nope, that's probably better for her. Grenade, eh? Alright, well, we've updated everyone's gear a little bit. Can you have a better sword? You can, but it's a force sword. Yeah, you should probably keep the force sword, shouldn't you? Chain axe. Then again, siphon life. Wait, can you use the... No, you can't. That's probably a warp power, isn't it? Yes. I'll put that over there for now, and... Because I probably don't want him to use the Force Sword, considering the current prevailing circumstances. He can use plasma pistols. And a power maul, I think. Seeing as I don't want to be hitting anyone with the channel force thing anyways.
More trouble than it's worth.
Alright. Better equipment.
Idleness, let's move.
I am at your service.
Let's hope it's better enough. Right. Adelblad, you shall, as last time, focus on keeping that bunch up there busy. Henrix. And Jay and Argenta. Pretty much the same deal as last time.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
So, if I do run and gun, I could theoretically fire the the flamethrowers. Can I switch that out in combat?
I refuse.
God damn it. Okay. I forgot to give her back her bolter. Bolter, bolter, bolter. God, we've been stuck on this one combat now for I think 30 minutes. And the worst part is, it's only actually been once. Alright. Bolter.
Hidden in the heart.
Bolter, woman. Bolter. There you go. Much better. Hey, what was that? Orthlock pattern stub revolver. Cute, but not particularly cute.
You love to take charge.
What is it, rogue trader?
Crippled arm. Ah, get
Remember, innocence proves nothing.
I didn't notice you had
We
that.
are the spearhead
Fight.
of the Imperium.
And this time, third time's the charm. Third time's the charm indeed.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Same procedure as last time. Do you want to shoot that, or do you want to shoot that? You know what? Shoot
I'll
that.
do it.
Really? Really? God damn it. Very well. All right.
Nothing I can't do.
Rear line. Midline. And that should buff me.
Suits my purposes.
Adelblad, the human shield.
All too easy.
Argenta. And now, if you'd please, kill. Thank you. Right, that's one down. Oh boy. Oh boy. J. You know what?
I know
Come
what
back
I'm
here
doing,
real quick. I
usually.
think we can kill this one. Well, actually, I don't think we can kill it after all. But we tickled it gently. We got its, we reduced its temporary hit points. Good, good. Ah, goddammit. I thought you couldn't reach me all the way over there, but apparently you could. Oh, I hope you dodged. Fucking Christ. Right, well, she's practically dead already. This is a lovely start. Okay. How much to actually use that? 2 action points. Alright. Well, all it'll take is a single sniper shot. Wish she dodged. Okay, that's something. I wish you'd dodged that 18 damage melee hit too, but because can't be choosers. Right, you piece of shit.
For the throne's glory. Let's see to it.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Did not even actually get him back to neutral, tragically enough. Tempting. Very tempting to try and get that guy stuck in there, but okay, let's try this for shits and giggles. I feel like the servitors is gonna kill my entire squad before I can finish him off, but we'll see. Yep, that's the problem. Well, at least he's not going anywhere. That is not the one I should be attacking, actually. Argenta, if you're gonna have any hope whatsoever of living out of this, you are gonna have to really pump out some serious fucking damage.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Doubt is for the wicked you eradicated.
Nice, nice, nice. Argenta may yet live.
Do not dare ask.
Dodged. Right, I think there... No, there's only Vox skulls left. Okay, good. What? You just moved, though. What the f... Okay, I guess it got 2 turns somehow, which is mildly annoying. 95% hit chance, that's nice. It also hit Argenta, though. I have to eat that hit, which almost kills me.
Already done.
That fucking thing is all... God. They heal so unbelievably fast. Okay.
Not a problem for me.
Okay, I think it ends... Okay, well, it didn't do any damage to us, so that's fine. Fine-ish.
Suits my purposes.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I just simply don't have the fucking damage, do I? I got 8 damage.
Am I getting paid for this? with the right incentive.
Defensive stance.
All too easy.
Keep shooting it. I am not even through its temporary hit points. Fuck. And I can't really. Yep.
I have lost.
I don't know how the fuck. I mean, this encounter was difficult in the beta. It feels like they've tuned it up a few steps since then. Fort Volcano, remember the Henriksen has weapons have warp healing. Use it. I think the warp healing will actually kick off and kill my ass. Since the veil is very thin right now. Gabon says if you can't kill the sirens before they act, redo. It does kind of seem like that. If you can't stop them, they will just murder everything.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Right. I'm gonna try and just focus even more on them then, because
I'm not accustomed to being.
there is
around.
essentially no point in trying to kill anything but them, because as long as they're alive, nothing can die. Just actually nothing can die. Alright.
Already done.
That'll be one picked off.
Stand a chance. Nothing I can't do. Not a problem for me.
Jai Hedai. Remember the name.
Thank God she actually hit something this time around.
You're no fun.
2 down. That is a significantly better start than last time around. Realign. Good line. And I don't know where the front line's going to be just yet. Right, I kind of blocked myself up from shooting the second one because of Henrik's. Unless... Okay.
As the
Controlled
Emperor
shots.
commands, I act.
Rapid fire. And that should let him dodge. Yes, it does. Nice.
Doubt is for the weak. I am
Fuck it.
his will made manifest. As the Emperor commands. I'll do it.
Alright, this is going significantly better. 3 of them down. I can't see that one. That's still going to be a problem, but... Hey, 1 problem is better than 1,000,000 problems.
As the Emperor commands, this is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
Almost even got an enemy, too. Yay. Can you see that? No, you can't. Okay. How do I get over there? That's a good question. How do I get over there?
Step
Okay,
aside.
if I go over there, I can
Another
see
danger
it.
is coming. If I may.
And I can damage it. I should have kept the move ability. It would have been
I am a
pretty useful right about
not a
now.
servant.
I take it you can't... No. It was worth a shot.
All too easy. Already done.
Me. If you insist.
We're just gonna have to send Henrik's over there, I think. J. I feel like I don't want to put you anywhere, because I feel like wherever I put you, you're gonna die.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. Tell me, and it is done.
Well, I need to go in this direction anyway, so
Don't get too
might as
cocky.
well.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I will not. Doubt is for the weak.
Well,
That is
due
not
to
the
a
Emperor's will.
nice little accident of good old-fashioned RNGesus, I have managed to get all of my characters in basically the same turn.
I hold all the cards.
And with a little bit of luck,
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Another third.
there we go. Okay. That should mean problem solved.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Ah, interesting. That allows you to attack without any attack limitations, does it? Oh. You know, now that I know that, I think I'm going to be using that a lot more on Cassia, because, yeah, being able to spam health in my gaze is pretty fucking great, actually.
At your beck and call.
I missed the room of the chainsword.
I will do like you do.
Henrix, we have killed all of the damned speakers now, haven't we? We have. How is it still my turn? I mean, has Henrix not acted? He hasn't acted, actually. Oh, I thought he had. Oh. Not that I'm going to complain.
Let's see to it.
Grunt, grunt, grunt.
Focus, Van Calyx. Focus.
See, he says Van Calyx too. I'm pretty sure 40k does not know the difference between Fon and Van, as they use the two seemingly interchangeably. Alright, the rest of this should be a cakewalk. Simple. Facile. Almost insulting, really.
Nothing I can't do.
Argenta.
Rejoice in
How's your ammo? Good enough. Actually, now I wanna... Oh, I don't have run and gun, do I? Nah, it's cooldown, damn it. Alright, Vault of Fire it is. Bum, 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 bum.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
That was not the ability I was thinking of, but it didn't backfire anywhere near as badly as I thought it would, so it's fine.
Die with grace, at least.
Huh. Apparently Cassia can just spam that ability now, which I don't mind. That's perfectly fine and acceptable. 1 AP, 1 AP.
Watch my back. You've got a problem, I've got a prize. Am I
I
getting
really
paid?
wish she could buff herself with her own aiming ability. It seems mildly retarded that she cannot.
Indeed.
Smash.
Will be done.
Would this
The
be an attack
Emperor is on our
opportunity?
side.
No, because there's one square.
I won't object to it. Naturally.
There you go. Line up neatly. That's how that worked. Yes, the Vox skulls give extra turns. Okay. Well, that explains it. Explains the annoyance part of it too. Right, well, I'll just pick that one up.
Nothing of value has been lost.
Nice and simple.
Nothing I
Buff
can't
cast his
do.
aim.
All too easy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn off the the animations. There. The other animations can be on, but...
Victory is imminent.
Oh, really? You're still doing it? Okay, well... Those were exactly the animations I kind of wanted to turn off, because they seem to be taking quite a lot of time. Now...
Guided by faith.
I'm gonna go over here. Then I'm gonna press that button. And now I can fire flamers.
This is unacceptable.
And just once each. Okay, so it doesn't really matter because it's up to... in terms of attack limit per turn. Okay, well, cute, albeit not necessarily quite as devastating as I was hoping.
If only that were possible.
Cute, but ineffective.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Actually, you can't do that, even with the right incentive, because it turns out you're useless. Can I do that regardless? Like, if I just do that? No, I need run and gun, otherwise I run into the attack limit modifier.
It will be done.
Henrix, continue working your way very slowly through that servitor's life bar.
I won't object to it.
I'm sure he'll bleed to death eventually. Even if it is not today. I have never seen a game with less impressive dot damage, I must admit. Like, the dot is like 2 damage on a creature with 100 hit points. It will take 50 turns for him to die from dot. And I mean, hey, damage over time has always been a bit of an investment of, well, time versus effect,
Nothing
but
I can't do.
50 turns feels, a bit stiff
Already
to me.
done.
If I may, know your place.
Push. It is I do kind of enjoy that ability.
Be careful
It's
not
not
to cross
very
my
good,
gaze.
but I
Me?
do kind of enjoy it
Safety
regardless.
demands.
Being able to fire 2 flamethrower pistols, that is cute. That is cute. Again,
A
ineffective
moving
but
target
cute.
lives longer. I can do that with the right incentive.
Indeed.
And if it is cute, then even if it is ineffective, it is still worth some commitment to it. This is the point where I wish the game had a real-time combat option, just so the rest of the combat could go by a little bit swifter.
Not a problem for me.
I took care of this one.
I will bathe this
Oh,
battlefield in righteous fury.
At least it's over.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah, I'm out of ammo, aren't I? Yes, I am.
Suits my purposes.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I know!
Don't
you keep
give-
telling me this.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust.
And I feel like the servo skulls should just kind of sort of surrender at this point.
Absolutely not.
Instead of continuing what I view to be somewhat pointless and futile resistance.
Try
Thank you. Right, that took like an hour. But at long last, they're all dead. It strikes me that this engagement would probably have been solved better by simply just leaving, as I could probably just have, you know, retreated down the hallway and waited for them to come after me and then just AoE them down really quickly.
I'm still
But-
new to the art of exploring.
Join me. in
That would make
prayer.
far too much tactical sense, wouldn't it?
Never doubt me.
It would be far too cheesy.
I better myself through myself.
We don't do these things here.
Trap?
We engage with the
The Emperor
enemy's
sets my
ambushes
path.
in a fair and forthright manner.
The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment. This task should have been accomplished easily.
Just because you spot an ambush,
Like reveal something.
The Emperor
that is no
favors
reason
me
not
today.
to fall for it. In fact, in reality,
Done.
there is only a greater reason then to actively fall for it, so that you may demonstrate your superiority.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
See, Alcat, you do this in all of your games. You create very narrow paths that the player needs to navigate to avoid the traps. And the problem is that you've also created characters with very wide turning circles, which makes navigating aforementioned traps sort of difficult, if not indeed actively suicidal, which is kind of sucky. Ah, boss fight time. Alright, let's save yet again. I remember this bot fight being a little bit cruel and unusual. Oh.
The sooner we start.
That was not where I intended for
What
you
is
to be,
it,
Asbad.
rogue trader? Tread carefully, rogue trader.
I'm always ready. It's about time.
Sins hidden in the heart.
Doubt
I don't
is
know
for
about
the
this.
weak.
I think maybe I'll be over here instead. I feel like demons are gonna get summoned if I'm up there.
I'm restless. What deeds await us?
I tire of violence. Let's move.
You
And I think
are
we'll
in
all
the
be over here.
presence Of House Orcelia.
Shiri?
And this seems safer. There you go.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
This seems great. Great and safe. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasmas of both mechanical and biological origin. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene. All these smells blend together into such a thick stench that it almost feels palpable. That is true, by the way. Really bad smells. It feels like you can touch them. It feels like it actually stains your skin. I don't recommend you experience it. Just as the air here is one mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mismatch of wriggling wires and transparent fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component, a heavily augmented man whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. Who are you? Disturbing the peace of holy martyrs in the home of our grief. What do you want? The symbol our brethren protect themselves with are symbols of chaos. Your knowledge is lacking, invader. Those are sacred, holy symbols, imparted to us by the Omnissiah. How else would my tech comrades have survived if not for their protection? So many of us were devoured by evil. Purgation through suffering in the name of faith. But you were deceived, servant of the Omnissiah. Your cock and ball torture cage is a false one. Coercion, persuasion. I mean, if I've got the dogmatic choice, I'm gonna go for the dogmatic choice. The man's eyes clear for a moment. They still lack understanding, but there's a hint of surprise. He slowly looks down at his testicles, tied up as they are in small shackles, and realizes that these are indeed false shackles. Their pain, a false pain. Suddenly, the mingled stench in the room is drowned out by the sharp, piercing smell of ozone and grease. You sense that the nauseating atmosphere that prevailed in the room has condensed into a single point of evil in the depths of the ship, and is now hurtling towards you. I just want to point out that in any normal scenario, if you send 6 random adventurers up against the Forge Fiend, you're just going to end up with 6 dead adventurers. And there really is not a lot of exception to this rule, frankly. Alright, well, I think I'll be over here. Argenta, you were not surprised by this sudden appearance, so you're actually fine. I think you can be over there. And Cassia will back you up with her ability to make you go first. Henrix, meanwhile, is very shocked by this sudden turn of events, which is fair. Adelblad is not. Adelblad shall simply walk up to the monstrosity without a care in the world, because he is Adelblad. And the warp has yet not created the thing that can put him out of his endless misery. Now, actually, no. Bolter. Because Bolter can do this. Shoot it or shoot the servitor? Servitor. Right, that's 2 targets hit, which is a decent enough for a burst. Right, Misa think the front line is going to be right about there. I don't need to hesitate or wonder about that one today. The rear line shall be right about here. And the midline, indeed, round about there. Now, Argenta, if you would please make your next burst a little bit more effective, that would be fantastic. Adelblad, clench your buttocks together, my boy. You're about to experience the real life of a Drusian heretic. A Drusian devotee, actually. Cock and ball torture at its most shattering, at its most unforgiving. And a 1 step closer.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak.
Alright, very close. Still no cigar, but very close.
Commands, I act.
I'd prefer it if you didn't go that way, but okay.
My place is at the fort.
You face Adelblad now, monster.
At your beck and call.
Do not believe yourself my equal. 46 damage. Well, by attacking it, I almost killed Argenta. Ah, that's right. I remember now. This boss fight had one of those features I absolutely abhor. The hitting the enemy causes it to do damage to you ability. Which, is very, 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 very frighteningly retarded.
Let's see to it.
The Voxkull gets to call in help in reaction, does it? Infuriating. Well, I made the mistake of attacking the enemy that I need to kill, and thus I lose a character. I really loathe this thing's, like, unique ability. We're just like, oh, if you hit me, I do damage to you. Like, okay. That's retarded, because I kind of have to hit you. There isn't really an option or a choice in that matter. There's not really any strategy involved. It's you have a health bar, and I must reduce it. There is no other way to solve the encounter. Pick off that at least.
Better not be intentional.
Oh, well. Never mind, I think we can pretty much just reload that one. I do want a two-handed chainsword, yes, I love that.
Look no further.
Because it turns the entire battle into just the purest form of a damage race you can imagine. Where you've got to kill the enemy because the enemy will always be attacking you. So it's just about pumping out as much DPS as humanly possible with essentially no concern for strategy whatsoever. Now, if there was a way to stop it from attacking you, that would be different. That would be a very large difference, of course, because now you might have a mechanic or something. Though, I don't think so. At the very least, I haven't seen any mechanism that allows that to happen. I think that's still in range. I hope so. Apparently, this guardrail does not actually count as cover, so I guess I'll just be standing out in the open. Me testicles flapping in the wind. $27, nice. And the force field gets the first turn this time. That's not great, but it missed, so... Oh no, that wasn't even its... Oh no, that was just the enemy getting free actions before I even have my first turn. That's my bonus turn, mind you. Okay, well, that's
Already done.
infuriating, but very well.
All too easy.
Buff a Battle Blood and just consider myself lucky that I didn't lose a character to the enemy's free actions.
Nothing I can't do.
Faith without...
Next turn, I should probably be able to do the thing. Front line, let's put it there, hoping to get Adelblad in front of it. That's not what I want the real line, no, but apparently it's where I'm gonna get it.
My tactics are
I'll
flawless.
scoot myself over there gently then. Infuriating. Parry, good job.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Doubt is for the weak, why I proceed is a prayer.
This is... Yep, Again, doing damage to the enemy is causing me far more damage than I'm actually dealing, which is, yep. Heinrichs died before he could even act because of the sheer amount of free turns the enemy gets. Fucking lovely. At least I can get Adelblad in front of the monster now, I guess.
Victory is imminent. It will be done.
Alright, brace yourself, Adelblad. You're going to get hit a lot.
Target well struck.
How exactly you parry that, I don't know, but good job anyways. Ah, repair protocols, of course. So the things I can't shoot because they give my enemy free turns whenever I do will also repair the enemy, giving me yet again no option but to just attack them. I remember hating this fight, and I'm seeing exactly why yet again now.
Isn't this a job for sir?
The line nuke will do fairly well there. I'm tempted to do Finest Hour on Cassia. Actually, the line nuke did not do as well as I was hoping. Not as well as I was hoping at all. Now, Argenta. Some free hit points. Maybe... No, I want to put it on Cassia. I want AoE. I want AoE badly. Get out the pistols.
I can do that.
That's one of them down. Is that going to give you another free turn or something? Hello? Video game. Video game. And now we get to see whether or not the game designers were intelligent enough to introduce a, if an entity hasn't taken a turn in X amount of seconds, automatically pass that entity's turn. Or... if we've locked ourselves up. Okay, there we go. Thank God. They were indeed intelligent enough. They did also take away my 2 last action points in doing so. There we go, yep. They graded out, but I knew I had more action points than that. Oh, piece of shit. No. That's just how it works. Alright. Backline. I was really hoping to not get that done, but... Right, let's... Argenta's my best form of DPS right now. This, hopefully, should also give her enough to activate the spray and pray. Let's just make sure that we're not hitting Adelblad. And hoping that I'll have enough hit points to soak up the damage.
I have lost.
And not enough for the extra turn, tragically.
Nothing I can't do.
Heal yourself.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Right, Adelblad, you've already got your temporary hit points, so we'll put them on J.
I'll do it.
And just keep shooting, honey. Just keep shooting, shooting, shooting. Just keep shooting, tooting. I know it hurts, but it is the only way. Adelblad wishes to tank the monstrosity, Lord Captain. He truly does. It's just that it doesn't care. It just keeps shooting straight out of melee all the time. I know, Adelblad. I know.
I will do like you. My ears are
All right. It's very close now. Just...
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Die, abomination.
Not a problem for me.
Much better. Evil. That was evil incarnate. Evil, the corruption that watches us day and night. You have banished the evil. You tried to warn me, but I was deaf. The ship Kiavagama, it followed us from there. Kiavagama, is that where your ship is from? Yes, the ship and the planet. The traitors among our brethren tormenting the sacred mechanisms, letting corruption into their systems. They turned that which is holy into unholy, and they set these new twisted machines on us, their tech comrades. We managed to flee, but one of the monsters found its way into the ship. We fought. We cut off one module after another, as one cuts away rotting flesh, but it followed. Its invisible influence, the corruption it exuded, English. It claimed us one by one. The crew were merely humans of flesh and blood. They were so weak. They succumbed so easily. We could not save them from evil, and so we gave the ship to the darkness among the stars. But the darkness came for us too. In this last module, where we intended to make our last stand, then I sacrificed myself. I became a filter, a stopper against corruption emanating from the machine. I succeeded. The corruption came from our souls, the corruption of Kiavagama, traitors. The fabricator's censor, it all started with him. He was the one who let this taint into the sacred code. He was the one who doomed our brethren. He was the one who spawned the steel monstrosities in the furnace of our planet. You have succumbed to chaos. That's a bit cruel. You will be avenged. I was a part of the great force that drives the universe. I do not fear the cold of death. So, Kiavagama, I'm pretty sure. I think that's my Forge world. Or, considering current things and lessons learned, may have been my world.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Something tells me that Kiavagama is under entirely new management now, and my reception will not be quite as hearty or as warm.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Which raises some questions, though, doesn't it? Like, there seems to be an awful lot of corruption in the von Falencius held lands, specifically, doesn't it? And then there's Theodora von Falencius dying under mysterious circumstances. Drifting voidship. Why is there a little question mark there? Stuff. Well, probably nothing serious. I've seen planet burn once before. Kasar Maga. Exterminators was invoked. Incendiary cyclonic torpedoes were deployed. The world burned for several months until there was nothing but ash. That is tragic, but is there any resources there? Apparently not. Plasma batteries. Why exactly there were plasma batteries just floating around a gas giant, I and everyone else will never know, but there was. Smuggler's cache. I am done here, aren't I? I think I am. I think I am. I'm just very... Why is there a little question mark there? Why? 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 Is it indicating I haven't done something? That I failed to do something? No. No, it cannot be. It cannot be that. Gabriel Nartea. To be honest, this dungeon is a big DPS test. It kind of is. Yes, but luckily I had enough shooty things to overcome it. Even if it did take a little while. Wasn't even that many cool little looty bits in there. The looty bits were kind of disappointing looty bits. A little bit disappointing looty bits. Right, let's talk through... I've got lots of people. Oh, hello. Hi, hello indeed. What's this? I was not aware I could do this. I can shop at range. Well, that's very fortunate. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Well, 66 profit factor. Never fucking mind. Eldari plasma grenades, though. Explorators. I can afford the plasma pistol now. I'll definitely take that. Precise lasgun. 11 to 12. That's nothing particularly spectacular. I could get large medkits. Combat manipulator. Versatility, whatever that means. Sanctioned Sanctus powers, Emperor's Wrath. I do like that. And I can afford it now. I can also afford the Cloak of Retribution. I'll damage to the wearer this round. That sounds cute. Level 3, though. That is a lot. That is more than what I think I have. Quite a lot more than what I think I have, actually. Hiccup. Ah, I had no idea that was a mechanic. Right. I needed to talk to Argenta, and also needed to talk to Jay, so let's go do a talky bit after all these slow fighty bits.
Greetings.
Let me see. I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and explain strange words about cultures and football.
I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, rogue trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Alright. I mean, I'm sure this will score me some romantic points for when you eventually get a romance pad modded in. So why not? Ah. We're done with the voice acting already, are we? It's a little bit too good to be true. If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me with wrath of fury and righteousness. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to servants of thine, and ruin to foes of thine. A fate of terror and righteousness. Rogue Trader, we need to talk. Or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth about how I ended up on Theodora von Valencius' ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. I'm listening. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story, and you'll see why. I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Hieronymus' mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all of its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. Well, considering we found there... That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will, in a way. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salis Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. Please continue. The description of Salis Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta, the living saint. She is my patroness. The Order named me after her. She died millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the One Star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saint remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what it felt when this flash of insight The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts. And suddenly, I myself, named after the saint, came across this information. I realized at that moment that it was a portent, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. And so I asked Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Salis Prime. One Star. What is it? Apologies. I got so carried away I forgot to explain. The One Star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Ordo Pronatus, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography at times call it a banner, or a set of armor, or a blessed chainsword. I'd like the latter, preferably. It would look smashing in Adelblad's meaty paws. One thing is certain, he was a beacon of righteousness, and he was lost with Argenta's death. What happened next? Defeat. The ship's augers failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this, though. According to the legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, descriptions of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tales, and I was certain that I had found the way to the ship, and that's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic shrine Footfall, something about ways, doors, please, addressed to some lord, the edge of daybreak. They were the same words as those spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salis Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I had led to search for the relic. It was only a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salis Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Contrag's betrayal. What if these are all links in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of the Von Valencia's servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search? No need to blame yourself, woman. You know, it's fine. Please love me. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Contrag, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. He helped arrange an audience with Theodora and supported me in my effort to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagined that vulture must have figured out that it was something important, something related to the holy faith of the Imperium, and what could delight a heretic more than defiling a relic. Okay, yeah, it was your fault. You fucked up. You fucked up. You trusted a man named Contrag. This was your error and your obvious mistake. Be ashamed of yourself. Oh yes, and I sincerely hope that we will meet him again. That serpent needs to answer a few questions before he's plunged into cleansing flame. And why didn't you trust me before? Yes, Rogue Trader, I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the arch-enemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of cultists, and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for seeds of corruption, or the light of righteousness. And what did you find? A man who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists on footfall. Although my opinion of you started to change even before then, back when you agreed to talk to the orphans at my request. A leader who is willing to honor those who laid down their lives for them and take care of their children is a leader who inspires trust. And the way you acted in that moment, well, it got me quite moist. They must have had a romance path in mind for this chick. They must have. And then some motherfucker decided to just yoink that out for reasons unbeknownst. Actually, Guardsman 181 becomes a member. Thank you very much. I was about to say very rags, because somebody wrote come rag in chat. Thank you very much was what I was looking for. You didn't turn a blind eye to his misdeeds, but you chose the right words to show him the path to redemption. It was harsh, but necessary. Like the Emperor's truth, like bitter medicine that helps the sick. I learned much about you in that moment, Rogue Trader, and I want to believe that I wasn't mistaken in my judgment. Yes, I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back to Salis Prime to defend the relic from the heretics. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. As if there could be anything more important than protecting the faith and hunting down servants of the arch-enemy. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead. The data that we collected in the cultist shrine and footfall. I don't care what the reprobate we executed said, there must be a way to track them down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will you help me in this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium? Yes, but only in return for you taking off your clothing. So be it, Rogue Trader. We have reached an accord. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will, marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned, and the heretics punished. And may the light be with us both on this path. Negotiations successful. Loading. I feel like this ship isn't large enough to warrant this number of loading screens, but the video game disagrees. Let's see, who else? Oh, Jay. I kinda don't want to. Ooh, button. Oh. Okay. Was I not supposed to touch that? Well, frankly, that was your fault, because you shouldn't have made it touchable if I shouldn't touch it. Silly video game. Fine. I'll talk to goddamn Jay.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Sherin. I will watch your back, if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
Yes, you in an airlock. But, tragically, forces beyond my control have determined that you shall be here to torment me. Night Shroud has become a bridge god worshipper. Thank you very much, sir. Business.
Oh, Sherin, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place.
White.
My words are meant for your ears alone.
Oh, God, no, please. Not your words. Anything but your fucking words. Like chainswords rasping at my eardrums. Oh, thank God they didn't voice act this part. Shireen! I still don't know what that racial slur is, but I suppose... I presume it means mayo monkey, basically. The Exalted One himself brought us together the day you crossed Vladium's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave his blessings for its return. Do you know what people of my world say when such a thing happens? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbors. Communism, too. Beautiful. Fantastic. Great. Lovely. Adorable. Absolutely amazeballs. I am sharing what I have gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of our wildly successful, though suddenly struck friendship. Right, well, bribing me is a first step on the path to avoiding the showers, but one that you have taken far too late. My lowliest enforcers are equipped with a deadlier weapon than these. Shrug. Bloodseeker... That doesn't look Somehow I feel as if you... These aren't really gifts, are they? These are you trying to implicate me in your crimes, aren't they? Well, I do like the sniper rifle, so... Thanks, I guess. I knew you would appreciate the Xenos mastery of their craft. So, the matter I want to discuss with you is related to my business. You know what I sell? Xeno artifacts for interested Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well. My network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, that is where I hit a wall. Rivals envious of my success. Falco especially. I am certain the theft of the cargo is his doing, but I can never predict what that Ashmag will do next. And while the Imperium's authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on people of my profession at any moment. Go on. If the rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of the Adeptus Administratum, I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it. A little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag's schemes. Far better than any refractor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. And the best part of all is that this will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informant tells me that the palace is located on Dargonus, your capital world. You'll see how everything is aligned so wonderfully, and of course I will repay you in kind. Please, no sexual favors. I'm not generally attracted to draw dogs. Sir George, as the longer you look at Jay's face, the more uncanny and disturbing she looks. Indeed, dear. Right, the Kill Idira portion is in a very, very, very solid lead at this point by, I think, about 40 or 50 bucks. Her life is not looking good at the moment. What is it now? We've got $65 for Get Space Marine, $69 against, and a very, very one-sided Kill Idira. That's our two current ones. How do I benefit from you gaining official status? Well, at least you won't be an illegal on my ship. And true power, you are an ulcer on the body of the Imperium. Oh. It is the only correct one. But I was donated to try and seduce this canine creature, and so that is what we shall do. Besides being a receipt of my eternal gratitude, Mayo Monkey, won't it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with the weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper and I will be able to extend my networks to systems far beyond footfall. My agents will be your eyes and ears throughout the expanse. Sounds simple enough. Exalted One, bless you, Shireen. I couldn't find a better business partner in all the expanse. Friendship is a gift from the Exalted One, and we must cherish it. Very one-sided though it might be. And you will have no complaints about our friendship, Shireen. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can still help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that we'd like to establish relations with. The severe Drusians, the hot-headed pirates of the Caspelica. You merely need to use the right word like a key for a lock, and the people open their hearts to you, or their wallets. I will arrange, you merely have to ask. I like the Mechanicus. Faction reputation 2000? Okay, that's valuable, thank you. Not a problem, Mayo Monkey. I will have my people put in a good word for you in the right circles. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel towards Dargonus, the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. It sounds almost as majestic as the warrant of trade. And that's one of my many, many problems. Right, well, I got a fancy-ass las rifle. I can't use it, can I? I can't. It's worthless to me. It's actually not even that much better. I mean, range 18, maximum 10, dodge reduction, hit chance 20. No, it is definitely quite a bit better, so I guess we're going to be picking up Eldar weapon proficiency now then. Savages. Savages. Barely even human. And who's left? Who else did we need to speak to? Was that anyone? We got Argenta, we got Jay down. Henrix doesn't really have a plot point at the moment. Nor does Annelblad. Maybe Cassia. Let's see.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
At least she's far more welcoming than the rest. A Cthulian Ethan, not enough killing Idira money. Also, don't seduce Jay, she's only worth a 2 profit factor. Cassia, correctly built, is worth 1 million dead heretics.
Heresy's the question.
That is true.
Fire is
well,
the
Cassia
answer.
is primary love interest now. She absolutely is. She is the first and foremost priority one, and Jay will be an ancillary one if possible. And Krieg Guardsman 181. By the will of the God Emperor, send the heretical woman before the 6 Razzle-Ass Rifles of Mercy. Good. Idira is not looking very alive. No. Let's talk about myself.
I am a part of House Orcelio,
Voice
an
acting.
ancient dynasty of the Navis Nobilite. Since time immemorial, our family has served to advance knowledge, pushing at the boundaries of the dark unknown.
Aye.
The Starway Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sectors of the Segmentum Obscurus and reach all the way from the Coronus Expanse to Holy Terra. And uniting the Imperium's thousands of worlds. House Orcelio is bound by commercial pacts to houses Galeatis, Ortina, Drotus, and... There is a dark blue knot tightening on your neck, Lord Captain. I can see my reply is not satisfying your thirst for knowledge. What is it you desire to hear exactly?
1 is clearly the correct answer here. It's a little bit blunt, but... Or no, I mean, 2 maybe, yes.
You have my permission, Lord Captain. Hardly. According to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orcelio worlds. Oh, what was it? Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the colorful birds that built their nests in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures.
Well, I mean, you are a biomechanical abomination. An adorable one, but a biomechanical abomination nevertheless. Tell me about your life on the station, where you were used as a guinea pig.
My stay on the station was wholly dedicated to preparing me for my future duty. Astromancy, astrography, numerology, the histories of my house and the Imperium, as well as other disciplines. For many years, dozens of instructors tirelessly prepared me for my destiny. And once a year, Great Regent Alronto would come to the station. He would entrust his beautiful vessel to my command, so that I could master the practical aspects of our art as well.
Alright. Did you have any friends? No.
The Regent gave me a bird from a sunlit planet once. I tried to befriend it and make it sing, but for some reason, it refused, and died soon after. The instructors were too respectful of my duty to my house to waste precious time on idle chatter. Aside from them, there were only servants on the station, and you know they have their vocal cords removed, so they cannot break their vow of silence.
You should have kept talking for longer, woman.
And since the subject has been breached, Lord Captain, why do you not follow this honored tradition? Your decks are so garish. Apologies, I meant noisy. The rabble don't just chatter. Sometimes they shout and even sing. Why do you allow such a lack of restraint? Rogue traders are highborn, are they not?
It's about time we make the decks quiet. This is why Cassia is best waifu, because she understands that the peasantry needs to be placed in their correct order in the system. Stripped of their vocal cords. A pinch hard. Two is correct. Noblesse oblige.
Your words sound amazingly blasphemous. If a ruler's duty dictates the need for violence, would dispensing it not be their responsibility? I will contemplate your answer in solitude.
Yes, it does, but, I mean, people talking is not adequate reason for violence. Yeah, absolutely, it is a ruler's duty to dispense authority and power when required, including violence. But people laughing is not entirely adequate provocation to have them shot or anything. At least not immediately. Defense been a member for a month now, thank you very much. When you do Gaunt's Ghost novels, could you do a death counter for each of the remains of other regiments making up the ghosts? Especially the Tarnith. For the remains of each of the remains of other regiments making up the ghosts, especially the Tarnith. What, you mean as in a death counter for how many ghosts died? I have, oh god, I would have needed to start counting a while ago when I was reading the books, but suffice to say, I'm pretty sure the Tarnith first have been eradicated like 17 times over the course of the books. Well, third eye, do you always conceal it? Yes, because it would, tear my soul out of my body and send it screaming into the immaterium if she didn't.
The Navigator's open eye is baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon, and therefore it is the symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift, and one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye, even from wayward glances that may bear evil. Besides, I am aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The navigator gene twists the features the rabble are used to seeing, and the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feeble minds.
Well, this one's easy enough. Beep.
Lord Captain, you are overstepping the bounds of propriety.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think I'm stepping right in the correct lines.
It may be difficult to describe. You see, every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Great Regent Elronto, always described his travels through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths. And I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery. You see, I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chambers. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an indescribable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, going deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hidden within the vibrant colors of my palette, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete.
Well, I am glad that unlike your mentor, you do not have an appreciation for tremendous quantities of wood, as sharing is not in a rogue trader's nature.
The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know that a fruit has rotten from the inside until a blade slices it in two. I can see the rot from far away. It roils like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy. Everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on the canvas of my world. You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
On the other hand,
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
if you are ever truly in search of a wood to guide your navigations at night, then I may be able to produce one. It'll be, dependent upon the time and place, usually in the mornings, but there is a way for the woods to reveal themselves. Yes. Again, it's going to require a little bit of timing, but I'm sure we can pull it off. What about Adelbart? Do you have a quest for me?
A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Ah, administration. You know what? Never mind. Fuck you.
As you wish, Lord Captain.
I thought you were going to tell me about how you turned into such an enormous unit and such an absolute Chad, but no. Administration. Bookkeeping. None of these things tickle me pickle. All of them repulse me. We'll explore another system, I think. Alright, so I know what's over there now. Back we go. And now... apparently, I don't have enough navigator's insight. So current spans for scanning new systems, anomalies, or participating in non-combat space events, navigate flags use build new warp routes, or else to make it more and more stable and safe is in as much as possible. But I thought I had gas giant. Wait, not explored. Did I? Permission report, Lord Captain. I keep receiving messages about strange behavior in certain ship systems. All decks report the uncontrollable opening and closing of doors, gates, and airlocks. They behave erratically and do not obey the operator's commands. Regrettably, this has led to casualties amongst the crew. The tech priests have explained that these phenomena are being caused by the machine spirit's irascibility and have spent hours chanting litanies to soothe their anger. Unfortunately, many crew members were badly injured before the prayers could stabilize the system. Well, that's unfortunate, but, well, there you go. You pissed off the machine spirit, now it's catching your ass in the doors. Smooshing it. Most violently. So, apparently, I missed something in here. Where precisely? Yeah, let's explode. New. Am I blind? Apparently. Alright. Not a banned account says, can you team up with Arch Warhammer? He's cool. He is. He's really cool. Oh, okay. Interesting. Actually, why did I do that? No, that was dumb. Why did I do that? Why did I waste that point? Lord Captain, I hasten to report the disturbing news brought to me by the machine spirits of the ship. The matter is extremely delicate and concerns Lady Cassia. You see, since her first day aboard, her presence has been disturbing to the crew's way of life. If you allow, I'll have prepared a detailed report. Cassia is an honored guest on this void ship, and the voidsman must come to terms with all her oddities and caprices, and for those who cannot, lash every one of them. As the Lord Captain sees fit, concerning the report... pacify the crew have been taken now. Okay, fine. I'll hear it. The first incident occurred immediately after our departure from Eurus 5. The Lady Navigator chastised one of the ship's runners, after which he went to his living quarters, killed his family, and then shot himself. Alrighty then, I see. Okay. I was expecting something perhaps a pinch less homicidal, perhaps something more along the lines of she's demanding too many fanciful cakes from the kitchen or something. This was different. The second incident was noted while traversing the warp. The Lady Navigator gave the pilots the wrong instructions and the void ship was thrown off course for a matter of minutes, but this was enough for the force of the Immaterium to anger the machine spirits enough from the start of fire in the service bay. After that, officers living near the Lady Navigator's quarters began to express extreme emotions: hysteria, apathy, euphoria, rage. This is quite detrimental to crew morale and performance. The last incident was recorded on Footfall. Around 100 living birds were delivered on board during our stay on Footfall. Each bird cost a hefty sum, but I have failed to discover their purpose and subsequent fate. I was also told about a conflict between the Lady Navigator and the Seneschal. Alas, with no details. If you like, you can ask Masker Stavasarian directly. Things are even worse with J. Hidari. I intercepted a Vox cart in which he promised he would, and I quote, end that Mayo monkey, but different, if she ever saw her again. If I may, Lord Captain, the Lady Navigator's state of mind worries me. She is self-contained and does not mesh with the crew at all, which is why everyone avoids her. Even senior officers can be superstitious. I fear that only you are in a position to talk to her on an equal footing and improve the situation, for the sake of the crew's safety and that of Lady Cassia herself. I think you're all being a bit gay about this. Route is unsafe. Why? Because I wasted a point of Navigator's insight on absolutely nothing. Well, crew, suck it and get ready. Oh, heavens help me. Lord Captain, I bring dire news. I know, Voxmaster, it seems to be all you exist to do. A feud has broken out between the clans that maintained the void shield arrays. Rumor has it that the late Lady Theodora was seen on the lower decks, and so one of the families called for a rebellion against the usurper of the void ship. That is, you. So far, no one believes their mad tales, but unrest has begun at the fringes of the compartments. The ship's enforcers are ready to eliminate the instigating clan or pacify the entire void shield's crew. The decision is yours. Destroy the rebels. Kill, kill. Ooh, space combat. The space combat isn't very good, but it is a break from the other combat, and thus very welcome indeed.
I stand ready to serve you and the Imperium, Lord
Iconoclast, eh? So we're dealing with Chaos Heretic now. Cultists and nasty ne'er-do-wells. That's certainly a step up from pirates. A long period of one-sided firing later.
Fire right now! The time has come.
And we'll tickle its poop hole just a little bit.
Strewn across the stars.
Yeah, just a little gentle pickle there.
Another salvo.
And the lance batteries to the fore.
Down.
I mean, ramming would be kind of fun, but let's not. I think my boat is far more valuable than little iconoclast destroyers. Foolish heretical scum.
Macro cannons, volley!
Go now. Join your disgusting, deceitful gods.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Stubborn, aren't we?
Fire right now!
Gosh darn it.
Set the course. Bleed them.
Little dirty bastards. Oh, wait, hold
Another
on.
salvo!
Yay. And thus you too were killed. Restart the shields. Sneaky little bastards.
Onward!
Well, this is unfortunate. I can't actually shoot anything.
I have lost.
Governor Nautia says, remember these incidents with Theodora showing up? Yep, that's what's going to lead to Idira's fate eventually, I'm pretty sure. Sneaky little shits. Well, you placed yourself right on my side, which is quite nice. You're slightly out of range of the macro cannons, though, which is tragic. Yes.
This one's going down.
Alright, well, this was a bit of a painful encounter, but they're dying, they're dying. Vroom.
Bleed them!
I love the way in which this boat turns. It's so unbelievably sudden and so unbelievably violent. Like, every person on board must just be turned into tomato paste after that. A 360-degree rotation carried out in 0-point-something seconds. Like, my entire crew is dead. Like, what can I say? There's just no other way to explain it, and they're all soup. I mean, at that kind of speed, you're not even talking about scraping people off the walls.
Before our mastery of the void.
They'll pretty much have become integral to the walls. Their structure, their very gosh darn beings will have been forced into the walls. Low acceleration and braking. That sounds cute. Styges pattern macro battery. Short range broadside macro cannons. I kind of like the riser, so I don't really targeting data, ground 9% hit and 5% critical chance. I'll take it. Upgrade hull. I would like a larger ram, please. Ooh. Abilities. Ah, I didn't know I had any of those. Does have its damage. New heading. Turn 45 and use the ship's maneuverability. Damage of return middle deals damage equal to 15% of the ship's missing hull. Arc augers. 2 extra range. I like that one. And I get 2 of them, do I? New heading seems like the most obviously worthwhile one. Ah yes, a warp channeler. That will be Cassia. There you go. Oh, you're already master of that. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Heinrichs. It's gonna be you because I don't trust the Adira. I believe she to be an vile and evil traitorous wench. One more of those. I like these.
I can see crimson lights in the void.
Foreigners. Proper foreigners. Foreigners with torpedoes. Alright. I kind of want to do the ramming speed now, if I'm to be entirely honest. Voidship ram. Right, I would need to be... I don't think there's any way for me to ram him. Tragically enough. Unless...
Set the course.
I want to make your hull impact on my hull. I can't, but I can ram that one. Damn it, I used up too much of my speed. A true tragedy.
Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
You know what? I don't feel like shooting that's gonna be worth
This one's
it.
going down.
Kick in the augers.
Onward! Fire! Right now!
Itu diku andu dayu,
Leave
filthy
the
foreigners.
hull strewn across the stars!
There we are.
Set the course.
Can I, no I can't. Right, well, those might hit me. The others are gonna have a hard time. They're gonna need to do a really tight turn if they're gonna have any chance here. So I'm probably actually safe. And impact your own ships. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Damn it. Well, I could hope, couldn't I?
Another salvo! The time has come.
That will never not be funny. That will just never not be funny. I can't help it. Yes, boat, go forward. Boat. No, boat. Boat.
Lay
Apparently
in the
boat
course.
cannot go forward that way, which is mildly annoying. Okay, well, fair enough. Right, I'm hoping that will still put me out of range of the torpedoes. Yes, it will. Now you're gonna have to turn around and come at me from the front again, aren't you? Yes, you are. Imagine how much pain and misery I could inflict upon you if you would just stand still for long enough for me to ram your ass.
The time
That's
has
gonna be
come.
too much movement again, isn't it? Ah, it is.
Fire the lance batteries.
Truly, a cruel and
Fire
callous
right
world
now!
we live in.
Another salvo!
Well, would you
Set
look
the
at that?
course.
You don't have any more fancy defensive shields. How very
Macro
unfortunate
cannons,
for you.
volley!
Here, eat this.
The time has come.
And we'll just snuggle in right next to those torpedoes.
Fire right now!
Because why not? Oh, right, you can manually detonate those things. I forgot about that. That's a mechanic in this video game. Gosh darn it, you're behind me again. Oh well.
Set the course.
Spinning it is. Brace the crew for rapid maneuvering. Why
The
can't
time
I
has
just
come.
go straight? You know, well, I don't like you very much.
Macro cannons, volley! Leave their hull strewn across the stars!
Lovely.
Lay in the course.
I'm kind of hoping I don't need to, I do. I actually need to stay around and wait for their torpedoes to run out of energy, too. Okay, then.
Set
I'll
the
just be
course.
over here.
As it
Fanciful.
should be.
Wraithbone fragments. Yay! That's basically like smashing their coffins and taking them aboard for shits and giggles, which I do sort of appreciate, so... Right, we'll wrap it up there with a couple of additional little bonus space battles, I think. And we'll probably do... what, Friday, maybe? Another one? Because Thursday is, we're obviously going to do something on Thursday. Friday. Yes, Friday, maybe. Maybe Friday, some more of this. I need to get more sessions of Rogue Trader in a week, otherwise this will never be finished. I mean, 3 hour sessions and I feel like I'm barely making a dent in this damn thing. Must up the numbers of streams, quite clearly. At the moment, incidentally also, Idira is definitely on the kill list, and the Space Wolf is still to be denied at the moment. Fluffy wuffy. Until next time then. I have been Arch. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon with more Rogue Trader and, of course, the RP, which will be on Thursday, which will go ahead as usual. Till then, have a good day.